Today's date is October 6th, 2017. I am just sitting here chilling. I was going to do an expound, just general, whatever I normally do. And I happen to be going through a video of mine that I like a lot. It's Expound, Plight of the Black Man. I mean, arguably one of my best pieces, like a top five in my own opinion, you know. But I mean, I listen to it on my computer all the time, and I just so happen to be viewing it on YouTube. And I go down to the comment section, and this is what I see. And please, y'all, take this serious. One moment. It's a conversation I had with the gentleman. He called himself Davy Disco McD. This is what Davy had to say. Hold on one moment while I spark my Dutch. Davy says, I am Japhet. You are Shemite. Canaanite, Amite, or Gentile, or heathen. Then down below that comment, he says, you have the cube up an ass idol, I see. Dot, 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 but, dot, 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 question mark. What he was saying in the end was, if you have watched the video ever, there's this picture of a cube I have in the background that you could probably see in this one, maybe, possibly. And the cube, he called it idol. I thought that was funny. You know, my homeboy did this work when he was in college. It ain't no damn idol. It's just a freaking square. Rectangle, cube, whatever, dude. Holy smokes. Anyway, that's what I say to little Davey. He called us everything we could be, other than what we are. Well, Shemites, yeah, but he called everything. Canaanite. I don't know why he brought up the Canaanite. Oh. I say to this man, I say, clearly you are lost, sir. You are a Gentile with no soul. Worse than a heathen. No one who looks like you should make the claim of being from the stock of Adam, period. You know that word Gentile isn't used until after the flood, white boy? No? Did you know that the Romans and Greek alike weren't Gentiles? At least not the race of them, seeing their race was named. Indo-Europeans come from 3 unknown bloodlines. Your people, guy. So talking shit sandwiches won't get you fed here. Nice try, though, heathen-ass Gentile. I am sin. You're reprobate garbage. Less than feces you are. Fuck your clan. How about that? Davy Misco McD. Just like a good old Gentile. They take insults like candy. They like that. Clearly, 'tis you who lost the cube. Clearly, 'tis you who's lost in that cube on your wall. But you know who your real daddy is, don't you? Sins of the father will be visited upon their children. And there's also, I shall enlarge Japhet, who will dwell in the tents of Shem. There may have been a time, you know, in another eon, where dark-skinned people ruled Babylon and Egypt. But all that power and wealth corrupted them and their seed, and they were punished and cursed just like Ham and Canaan. Mostly all of your brothers from your mother's claim every bloodline and fantastical wonder on earth, but their real identity and purpose fuck you back. Touche. I say this go, and just like me, like I was totally unaffected by any of it. David Disco McD. Clearly you read the verse wrong. Plus, KJV says enlarge, Septuagint just says dwell. Man, whatever you say. Like the cube, huh? It's a nice touch, I know. Laugh out loud. So, troglodyte, cave beast, Gentile heathen, your lies don't prevail, but nice try. You're so damn dumb, the Bible mentions Japhet 5 or 6 times. Ham the same, and Sim 9 if I'm not mistaken. The book is about Sim, not Gentiles with unnatural souls who want to be accepted by the rest. Oh, don't feel bad. There are black Gentiles, and brown, and red, and yellow. Also, you're not alone, is what I mean. Good day. Davy Disco McD replies and says, this is where it gets deep, y'all. Listen to the first 6 words of this man's sentence. I'm glad I'm part cave beast. Whoa, slow it down, reversed. I'm glad I'm part cave beast. It means we kept trying, while kings of the jungle just got lazy and have not recovered. What does that say about original man? By the way, I'm not judging you on your color. I'm assessing on your attitude. It's that animalistic tendency. Wow. Lack of cognition. That, listen to what he said, Granddaddy Satan had when he took on the creator. Listen, lack of cognition that Granddaddy Satan had when he took on the Granddaddy Satan is what he called him when he took on the creator that will send you to your doom. I say, sir, you seem to be under the same misguided direction as many. See, black people and black skin differ from race to race. The first man wasn't Adam, whom is my father, not yours. Your father used to be black until angels came down and mated with their great grandmother, your great many times grandmother. And I put man for some odd reason. It's supposed to be many. Making them white skin, white awkward colored hair. No, with awkward colored hair, and it says white there for some odd reason, and even more suspect eyes. Seems to me you forgot that I mentioned you happen to be Indo-European, making you, by what we call a rule of thumb, bad guy. Don't feel bad. Black or really brown-skinned Semites have more to be ashamed of, seeing that they had a chance at a one-way relationship with the Most High God of everything, and they blew it. And they blew it individually, enough to the point that they would be forced to go through the curses mentioned throughout the text I mentioned earlier, pertaining to my great grandpappy many times, Sim. The end. Oh, let me say, at least you tried, and thank you for admitting you're a cave beast. At least part. But look more whole from the pic. I could probably be wrong. Part or egg black with your dumb ass. Tell me that. And then he says, see how difficult you make it sound? Your father used to be black. Until angels came down and made it with your great grandmother, your great many times grandmother, making them white skinned and with awkward colored hair and even more suspect eyes. You're saying I'm angelic tadpoles and a black woman? Considering that creations were wiped out, how am I still here? Did we escape the delusion of special caves? Looks like he knows what I'm talking about. There was two mankind's creation, myself and humankind, yourself. In the garden, Eve was beguiled by Satan, who was black when he fell and gained control of this cubic world, trapped in time in a cycle way. Anyway, how do you think Eve and Satan made it? There was a host body. Whose body? I don't believe even the Satan made it. I think it's Satan and Lilith, but I'll get over that. Anyhow, long before the 1700s, cave beasts were sold from Ireland and Scotland, Wales and France among the captured whites of Europe by Assyrians and Turks, by the Vikings who were the Phoenicians and also married the 13th tribe of Dan. That's not true. All those great sea people who were wiped out from the face of the earth, but were not, and Israel paid the price at the time, while everyone pays for it now. What makes it harder for you and other blacks in the USA to move on and stop blaming Whitey for everything is the fact that there was much media documentation of horrible pictures of shackles and burnings. However, you fail to realize that there was as much difference between whites as there is between Negroes in both spirit and looks, and also that is the sea people of old who rule over us, not the fake Jews or Esau. I'm not sure what you asked at the end. Something to do with my picture. I'm not Esau. No fake Jew, Danite, Viking, Phoenician. My 500 years traceable history is Scottish, Welsh, Irish, West European, and Mediterranean. The bowls of sea people between Palestinians and the Middle Earth. One moment. Make of it what you will. None of us are perfect, righteous 100%, but I have compassion and reasoning skills, which is something that the soulless do not. In an online world full of lying scumbags, I am one of the few who admit fault but tell truth. I have no agenda but deciphering the world around me. I said, Sir, you mean Lilith and Satan. If you knew what you were saying, both Cain and Abel look like Eve. Hence, why it is mentioned that Seth was made in Adam's image. The image of the Most High, which you fail to understand, is that the Most High didn't want people to look a certain way. However, they did and do. Nothing to be done now other than accept what's out of both of our hands. You seem to think I'm against you, but I am not. I am doing this for my people. And sir, I use much of history, but haven't viewed my completion of other works. That's fine. Good day once again. Do you see that? That's what I go through. That's what I go through for my people.